I'm Sam, and this is my short story. You heard? It was Saturday, November 18th. A beautiful morning to go out and just fool around and hang out with friends. But this young man was on a mission. It was not an easy mission, and it could even prove to be dangerous. The day before, the new PlayStation console was released, and standing in line for it proved to be a long and dangerous task. A few people were killed and many mugged while they stood their ground and tried to get their hands on the new system. This young man was a true gamer, and true gamers played Nintendos, not PlayStations. And tomorrow would be... Okay. Alright. This young man was a true gamer, and true gamers played Nintendos, not PlayStations. And tomorrow would be one of the most important days in gamer history. The Nintendo Wii would be released. He packed up his gear and walked outside, where he was greeted by one of his friends, who would be accompanying him on... He packed up his gear and walked outside, where he was greeted by one of his friends, who would be accompanying him on his treacherous mission. They set out to a nearby Target store. The store was busy with its normal weekend shopping. Parents were trying to control their kids who were sprinting. Parents trying to control their kids as they sprinted across the street without looking both ways, and the sound of upcoming Thanksgiving holiday was in the air. The boys parked the car and spotted a sign reading, "The line starts here." They ran and claimed their place in the line. They were the first ones, and coming 24 hours early proved to be a great idea. They called up the remaining members of their covert operation, who packed up sandwiches and snacks and drove to the rendezvous point. They all had a great time just sitting in their lawn chairs outside the store, and their life was going pretty good. They were meeting new people behind them in line and socializing quite a bit with their gaming brothers and sisters. When night fell, there were over 100 people behind them in line. They sent one of their agents home to bring a television and Nintendo GameCube. He was a skilled operative, and it only took him 15 minutes to finish his job. They hooked up the system and 4 controllers to the GameCube. They played together all night, preparing for the much-anticipated opening of the store the next morning. As daybreak approached, the operatives ate their breakfast to fuel up for sprinting into the store and buying the system. As 8 o'clock dawned on them, the security guard came and opened the door. The agents were quick to race to the opposite corner of the store where the electronics dwelled and their precious treasure awaited. The scene was as nasty as a heated catfight. People were pushing each other into cereal boxes and CD racks. The only sound the agents could hear over their heartbeat. The only sound the agents could hear over their heartbeats were the shouts of Target management team saying, "No running." At last they made it. Here they were awarded for their long and dangerous mission with their prized new Wii, while many behind them were as lucky because of the shortage At last they made it. Here they were awarded for their long and dangerous mission with their prized new Wii, while many behind them weren't as lucky because of the shortage of stock. The operatives rushed to their house and played. The operatives rushed to their homes and played their new games. The rest of their lives became devoted to destroying the evil that. The rest of the lives. The rest of their lives became devoted to destroying the evil forces that plagued their video games. Damn. That was fucking long.